spent all summer sitting here, making daisy chains. I lie awake at night, staring up my room. Now you're gone.
He's coping really well. I thought he'd fall apart, but he seems to be holding up.
Yeah, he seems to be.
Can't even imagine what it must be like to have someone you love die in your arms like that. Ah, Sal, I'm sorry.
You're right, though. It's an incredibly painful and lonely experience. But it's also beautiful in a way. I mean, there's a special kind of intensity that comes from having to cram a lifetime into just a few weeks or months. Those last few moments, they're all the more poignant.
It's true. I'm glad you can do the explaining for me, Sal. I don't think I would have been able to find the words.
I'm a little bit further along than you are.
How's your walk?
Yeah, good. Cleared the head, gave me a chance to think about things, decide where I go from here. First of all, I'd like to thank you, all of you, for your support. I don't think I could have got through this without you. Em knew I'd need some backup, and as usual, she was right. But now that she's not here, well, I think I should move on.
Move on?
Yeah. I've decided to leave the Bay. I can't stay here. It's too painful.
Well, of course it is. It's bound to be. But in time, that will change.
Yeah, it's the place where she was sick. It's the place where she left me. I don't want to wake up here every day and be reminded of that. Look, I've got to get on with my life, and the only way that I can do that is by moving on.
Brett, you need to give yourself time to grieve. Grief can make you do strange things.
But that's just it. I haven't made this decision now. I made it months ago, before we even got here. And please, don't think that I'm not grateful for everything that you guys have done and for wanting to be around me now. It's just I have to do what's right for me.
Okay. As long as you promise to visit every now and again.
I promise.
And the first sign that you're not coping, you come straight back here.
You know, she'll be after you if you don't.
Don't remind me. Well, I guess I should get going. I've got a few things that I need to start.
Come here.
Yes. There. Come on.
Hey,
Hey.
thought I might find you here when you weren't at the apartment.
Yeah, I couldn't face it.
It's always hard when you go back for the first time without them. There's going to be a lot of firsts like that.
Emily always thought sunrise was the most magical time of the day. That's why she wanted to be here when she... I hope you understand why I've decided to leave.
Yeah, part of me does. But then there's still that part of me that feels like you're running away, whether you know it or not.
Sal, if you've come up here to talk me out of...
No, I'm not here to talk you out of anything. I just came to give you this. Emily gave it to me last night. I wasn't sure when the right time would be to give it to you, but I guess since you're leaving, you let me know if there's anything I can do.
My darling Brad, if you're reading this, then I'm gone, and you're facing a new life without me. I'm sure Rachel and our friends are there for you. There are so many good people in the Bay who care about you and want to help you through this time. Although I'm sure that you've already told them that you're leaving. I don't know why you're so surprised. I am your wife. I know you better than you know yourself, remember? Even when you agreed to move to the Bay, I knew you had no intention of staying afterwards. But you'd do anything to keep me happy, right? And although everyone would have been giving you lots of reasons for why you should stay, I'm sure that you've told them thanks, but no thanks. It's all too hard. The thing is, you're in pain now, but if you stay with the people who love you, it will go away. Not tomorrow or the next day, but eventually. And then watching a sunrise will be bearable again. And one day, it may even be as magical as before. Be happy for me, Brad. The pain for me is over. I'm in a better place. I love you always. Emily.
You, only me?
No, we'll make it snappy. I'll be out of here in a minute.
Oh, well, if you'd waited a bit longer, I could have whipped you up something a bit more gourmet than that. I've just been cleaning out Amanda's fridge. You wouldn't believe the exotic delicacies she's got in there. I thought you might like to sample some.
Not real interested in other people's leftovers, thanks.
Oh, well, they were good enough for Macca. He was happy enough to take some home.
Macca? What was he doing there?
Oh, it sounds to me like he was getting advice on his love life.
What kind of advice?
Oh, well, it's none of my business, really. But since you've twisted my arm, it seems like his new girlfriend's already got a fella and she's been seeing Macca on the sly.
No kidding.
Yeah, says to me she can't be too much of a catch. Not as she's two-timing her boyfriend. And as for that Macca, well, the less said about him, the better. Oh, look, you can tell Sally there's a touch of mould on the Bay girls, but if she scrapes it off, they'll be fine. Oh, I'm just going to go home, put my feet up for a while.
I was worried about you after this morning. I wanted to check you're okay.
Of course I'm not okay. I'm lying to everyone I care about.
You're not having second thoughts, are you? About us?
No, I wish it could be different, that's all.
No. Wish it could be different too, but we can't help the way we feel. Why, what happened today?
Everything. You know, people are asking me questions about Rick all the time, and just Rick this, Rick that. You know, when's he coming home? How much do you miss him?
Hey, what's up?
I thought we might have a bit of a chat.
Oh, yeah? What about?
About this new girlfriend of yours.
What do you want to know?
A little birdie told me she's already got a boyfriend.
Your little birdie's got no business sticking a beak in where it's not wanted.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that.
That was a private conversation.
Why don't you tell me about the private conversation you had with Cassie earlier on?
So you're spying on people now, are you?
Any idea why she's so jumpy lately?
Look, enough of the games. What's this really about, mate?
It's about my grandson.
Alf, there's...
I didn't come down in the last shower, mate. I know there's something between you and Cassie. So why don't you just tell me what the flamin' hell's going on?
She's been waiting up.
How's work?
To ask him one question.
I thought you were working late.
Is their marriage...
Why, so are you?
...about to end?
She's gonna leave.
If I stay, we'll just keep fighting.
It all behind.
I just can't stand it anymore.
Please, Martha.
Plus, this isn't just an older woman. It's his girlfriend's mum.
I've never felt like this about anyone before.
But just how far will they go?
What scares me is that I enjoyed it so much.
Westville brings you Home and Away next week.